Keith Ellison is here with us now live. This is who we're trying to coordinate with. When I was saying, should we go to Whipple, should we go to wherever? The Attorney General here, you see people want something to happen.
It's very clear. And as a matter of fact, the polling suggests that about 28% of the people think that this was a valid use of force, but maybe higher than 50%, maybe 55% think it was not, which is quite extraordinary. But as a prosecutor, we don't prosecute based on the odds, nor do we consider public opinion. We look at the facts. And what we're looking at is a careful review. And the lead prosecutor is the Hennepin County Attorney's Office, but we are investigating this matter as thoroughly as we possibly can and looking at all options. And I just want to be clear, the state has every right to investigate this matter and prosecute this matter. The state has every right. And, as a prosecutor, I'm not really allowed to make conclusory statements before the investigation's completed. But I do want to make it clear that there is absolutely no legal barrier to the state taking action in this matter.
Yeah. So, but they're not sharing any information with you?
Well, but there's still a lot of information to be gathered, right? And the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension is accepting and cataloging evidence all the time. There's lots of evidence, and there's lots of people who saw what happened, and so and then here's the other thing. I was watching TV this morning, and I saw, Assistant Attorney General, Deputy Assistant Attorney General, number 2 at DOJ, say that they're not investigating. So here's a question. If the DOJ Civil Rights has declined the case already before they investigated it, how can they justify not handing it over to the state? Mm-hmm. They're not doing anything with it. 6 assistant U.S. attorneys here have quit because they were told you could investigate Becca Good, but we're not looking into the murder of Renee Good or the death of Renee Good. So that's quite extraordinary as well. So people are quitting over this. Mm-hmm. So the federal government is going to have a tough time explaining and justifying why they won't release the physical evidence to the state, but they have also declined the case. It won't move on it.
As a layperson, people are asking, when has someone been shot or killed by the hands of law enforcement or anyone else, and it has not been investigated?
And lay people are right to ask that question. I'm not aware of that occasion. I haven't seen it. And it is, so that in that way it's somewhat unprecedented and extraordinary. But the fact is that there have been times in American history where states have had to prosecute federal officers. I'm not saying that will happen in this case.
You just want an investigation.
Which will lead to a charging decision or presentation to a grand jury.
Right.
And so we got to have that investigation. We're moving forward with what we are able to. The fact is that there will be access to the autopsy, which can say a lot about trajectory of bullets, and can say a lot about whether you can construct a case. I will sit here and tell anyone, look, Jonathan Ross deserves a fair trial and all the constitutional rights that any defendant gets, but the federal government cannot essentially effect a cover-up of a crime. Mm-hmm. They cannot say, we are not going to investigate this crime, and we're not going to let anyone else do it either.
Well, I was going to ask you that. One can only conclude that they're either trying to hide something, they're afraid of something, or because that's what you're left up to.
Right.
What would that lead you to believe? What does that say?
Well, this is a great question.
So what are they afraid of? What are they covering up?
Right. Well,
trying to hide.
I'm just going to say that I'm going to avoid speculating. But I think people watching your broadcast and people watching the facts are certainly free to ask that question and should. And we've asked people in Congress to use their authority as oversight, for the Department of Justice to say, if you maintain that Jonathan Ross did nothing wrong, you should be the first to demand an investigation to clear him, right? That's just logical. But if you fear that there's exposure and liability, then maybe that might be a reason you would try to hide, But if I may say this, Don, one thing I think is for sure true. The critical seconds in which, Jonathan Ross and Renee Good engaged each other, that will be dealt with in a legal process, and we will be unrelenting in getting to the truth. But this escalation is certainly to blame. There I will cast blame and identify wrong. This dramatic 3,000 plus agent surge to Minnesota is unnecessary, wasteful, destructive of people's human rights, and wrong. And I just want to say, we deal with federal agents all the time on things from sex trafficking to guns we work with them on a lot of stuff. The fact that now suddenly we can't work together is a surprise, because usually we do. I don't believe for a second that this is a local decision. I think this is from Washington. And I like you, if you believe in what you're saying, which is complete innocence of this agent, then that's all the more reason to have a full, fair, thorough, independent investigation.
My question is, you said that the autopsy will show trajectory of the bullet. And
it could.
It could. And the car as well.
The car and the window?
But where is the car? Did they take it? Is that true?
Yeah, they
took it out of state? They have it?
Well, I don't know where they took it. I got to admit, I don't know where it is. They have it. That's part of what. So the bullet casings, the car, which would go with the side windows, and the gun are all things that you need to have a thorough investigation, and we don't have and are in their possession.
They released, someone leaked from the administration or from Department of Homeland Security, someone, DOJ, that he said that the officer or the agent had internal bleeding. But how do we believe anything from
Show me a medical report.
Right.
Show me a medical report. The person who said it wasn't a medical professional. They don't claim that they examined him. And that's just more like, when I heard that, I thought, right. And Haitians are eating pets in Ohio, and Trump won 3 elections in Minnesota. Just more falsehood, that we're so used to hearing. I think that, but at the same time, as a prosecutor, I'm fine with them providing medical records to demonstrate what they say is true.
Have you reached out to the administration, to DHS or DOJ?
I have called them and have received no return calls.
Have you reached out to the White House?
I've reached out to the head of DOJ.
DOJ. Nothing.
Zip.
Would you reach out to Trump? You think he'd take your call?
I don't know. Well, this is a good idea, Don. Maybe I'll follow up on that.
Seriously. You should.
Maybe I will.
He answers everybody else's cell phone call.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? It's a good question. You wonder. He talked to Mom Donnie, right. After all of that.
You should, Mr. AG.
Well, you know what? Thanks for the suggestion. I used to. Pam Bondi was a state attorney general herself, right. So I thought, that's the right person to engage. And of course, the local U.S. attorney. I've reached out to both of them, but I have not called the president. But maybe that's something we could consider.
We witnessed this morning the First Amendment in action with the right to peaceably assemble, right. Civil disobedience at a church. I don't know if you heard about what happened. There's allegedly a member of.
I might have missed that one.
There was a member of the church or the clergy who is allegedly an ICE agent, and so there was a group here in Nakima, Levy Armstrong, her group. Went to the church, and it was peaceful, but the church, they dispersed and all of that. What do you think about it? I feel like there's attack on the First Amendment and on people's right to be able to protest.
Well, the First Amendment, that's you. That's the first, right. That's freedom of religion, that's freedom of the press, freedom of expression, freedom to redress grievances, freedom to assemble peacefully, and they are all under attack.
Right.
Simultaneously, all. And it's deeply disturbing, and I'm very worried about it. But this is a moment, where we all have to stand up. And, there is the possibility we can have a renewal of freedom if we stand up in this moment.
Amen.
Because we're proving, Trump is teaching the nation what a wicked ruler means.
Yeah.
In a palpable example you can't turn your head away from.
Yeah. Speaking of, you said on the First Amendment, independent journalist. Now, Georgia Ford?
I do.
Independent journalist. I just got a text. I was looking.
Nice lady. She does a good job around here.
What do you think of independent journalists? Because corporate media right now, I'm not so sure what's happening.
Well, let me tell you, independent free journalists are part of the salvation. right? How are we going to save our country? Number one, we're going to protest peacefully, disciplined, but we're going to protest. Number two, free independent media. We're going to know what the hell is going on because the First Amendment says freedom of the press. We're going to litigate. We're going to sue and enforce the rule of law. And we're going to rely on our artistic community to help lift people's spirits and give them an imagination of what a better America could be. So these are all First Amendment things, right?
Yeah.
And you know, there was a Martin Luther King weekend we're in right now. And remember, when he was doing the work he did, there was no, I mean, thinking of an AG as a source of justice wasn't something that was happening, was it?
Yeah.
You know, and yet we're better off because we have independent journalists like you. When Martin Luther King was doing his thing, there was ABC, NBC, CBS, and local affiliates.
Right.
Now we have a wide diversity of independent media being able to tell the truth in all kind of places and spaces, and we need you. So I'm hoping that you are successful, and I hope people donate to your channel. And just do your thing, brother.
Thank you.
By the way, I was in Natchitoches Parish in December, checking in with the people, seeing how the family was doing.
And?
They all good, you know. They caught some gator, and we had some, you know. And you ever heard of Cane River?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm from there.
Are you really?
Well, my mom is, and I'm sort of, yeah.
You know, I'm from Baton Rouge. But as we say, Baton Rouge.
Baton Rouge. I do know Baton Rouge. You know, my grandfather went to Southern. We used to live in
Baton Rouge. Look, check this out. Come here, show them the sweatshirt. Did you see this?
Oh, Southern?
I came. Yes, I came.
Southern University Jaguars.
You know who else went to Southern?
Who?
Landry.
Governor Landry. Governor Landry.
Governor. Yeah, he went to. He don't claim it too much nowadays, but he did go there.
Governor Landry. Oh, Governor Landry.
Now.
The governor now. No, you're not talking about Mitch Landry, the mayor. You're talking about Governor Jeff Landry, the one that wanted to have a Charlie Kirk thing at this. Crazy.
And he switched out of Southern Law School, and I think he finished at LSU, but he was there from there. But my grandfather went to Southern.
Yeah. You know who went to Southern University?
You?
No, I went to LSU.
Oh, yeah.
My mom.
Yeah.
My dad, my aunt, my sister, my nieces.
Now, did they go to Xavier?
No.
My
one sister went to Grambling.
And
so we had the rivalry.
Up a Union
the Bayou Classic,
Did you have Mr. Demetria?
Well, yes. So one word, just the last question.
Yeah, sure.
People, should they have hope? How should people feel?
People should have every reason to be hopeful and optimistic. We are standing up under the worst ugly they can throw our way. Yeah. We are out here. We're not daunted. We're not afraid. We're pursuing our legal interests. We have independent journalists like you helping us to tell the story. And so there's every reason for people to be upbeat and positive. We're going to show the country what it means to stand up for true democracy, which our country has never truly seen.
Right.
But we're advancing ourselves in that direction. It's really more of a pursuit than an end goal. But this is something we're going to go through. But I just say to people, and my mother used to say this, you know, be not overwhelmed by evil, but overcome evil with good.
Yeah.
And that's what we got to do. Put out that good, put out that love, put out that courage, and look at Renee Good as an example. This woman lost her life trying to be vigilant on behalf of the most vulnerable members of our community.
Yeah.
And I think that is beautiful. And so we're standing where she lost her life just a short while ago. And
as we say in this country, right, we are in pursuit of a more perfect union, not
more
perfect.
perfect union.
Yes. God bless you. Cane River.
Cane River. That's right.
Baton Rouge, actually Port Allen.
Port Allen.
That's Port Allen. My family's from Port Allen, Plaquemine, Bruley.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
know, hey,
Right
I'm a country boy.
Oh, yeah. So, I know. So my son went to Tulane Law School.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The whole thing. Xavier, Tulane, Southern.
The whole nine.
The whole nine.
And Grambling.
And Grambling.
We ain't got too many LSU people, though.
No. I went to LSU because, you know, that.
Yeah, you could.
Because I could. My dad actually back in the day went to LSU.
Oh, yeah. He might have been one of the first.
He was one of the first. You know, my dad helped to change the laws for public transportation in Louisiana.
Wow.
I learned that Henry Louis Gates.
What's your dad's name?
Henry Wilman Richardson was my dad.
Wilman Richardson.
But you have to read my book.
He's not your people, is he?
No. No, he's not my people.
I got to read your book.
Lemon was not my dad.
Oh.
Back then you didn't get a divorce, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wrote about it. It's all public knowledge.
So what's the name of the book?
The name of the book that you can read about that in is This is a Fire, What I Say to My Friends About Racism.
Well, you know what?
#1 in the New York Times bestsellers list, debuted in 2021, right after George Floyd.
Well, I'm gonna get that book. Well, I'm gonna send you my book too. It's about the Floyd killing, and it's called Break the Wheel. And it's about just the prosecution. It's kind of a trial diary.
All right, I look forward to that.
My brother.
I can get it. I'll get it.
Go get it.
I'm going to buy. I like you're in the business of selling books, not giving them away.
right.
Thank you, Attorney General Keith Ellison of Minnesota. Okay, thank you. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show. We're live every weekday at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time with new clips dropping at 2 p. and 8 p. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love and your support, and I'll see you next time.